say YouTube, how are you guys doing today? Check it out. We got an old friend back in the shop. Yes, this is the 80 Chevy truck that I painted in the my old shop, the old garage. One of the last ones that I ever did in there. And it's back. You guys have seen it in the background, I'm sure. A few people have asked about it. Yes, it's the same truck. If you guys remember, the clear coat, the first clear coat was a flat clear coat, and it did not work out very good. That flat clear coat did not work out good for me. But the guys down there at the Napa Paint store, Eldon and them guys, took care of us and gave us some of this nice shiny clear that's on the truck right now, and it's back. Now, why is it back, you might be asking yourself? Well, the owner thought that once he's seen the truck all together and looking good and shiny, he kind of kicked himself, basically. He kind of kicked himself and said, I wish we would have just did it a little better, a little nicer. And you know, I told him the first time, I gave him a quote and a price the first time to do it a lot nicer, and he didn't want to do that. He wanted to do it exactly how we did it. Now, he is not upset with the work I did. He loves the truck, he loves the way it looks. He wants to do it a little nicer. One of the things that he wants to do is, if you remember, because of that clear coat, because the clear coat or the metal flake in the clear coat was like last minute, one of the things that he wanted to do, because I added the metal flake very last minute, one of the things that he wants to do is bury the clear coat completely. So basically the whole outside of the truck is just getting color sanded. We're gonna color sand it and get a couple of really nice layers of clear coat on there with some high dollar clear coat. He wants the thing as nice as he can make it without having to take it back down and do a bunch of body work. One of the things that we did have to do body work on was this tailgate. I've already repaired it and color sanded it down. You can't even tell where it was. I think I did video a little bit of that, and I can put that in here. I already fixed the tailgate. Everything's good to go there. It just needs to be clear coated. One of the things about this truck, if you guys remember, is I never got this piece that goes across right there. Well, I do have it now, and I've already painted the top rail of it. The whole truck inside the bed is it's gonna get rhino lined. So just this piece right here is gonna be seen with paint. So that's already painted and clear coated. I'm gonna scuff it again because I'm gonna clear coat it on the bed when it's all put back together. The old piece right there, got that giant hole in it because they cut in a speaker box. If you guys remember, this truck had a big giant stereo system in it when I first got it, and they just put a piece of board or wood over it. This piece of wood right there filled that hole. And me and the owner agreed that we both hated that. And I waited for the other company that's building this truck or putting it together and wiring it and doing all the engine and everything to bring me that piece. It never arrived. So I just went ahead and painted what we had. The other thing that we're doing on this truck is I jammed it, if you guys remember. We already jammed it and everything all like that. But he wants to go ahead and finish and go ahead and pay me to finish the interior the same color. So the interior was one of the things that we talked about in the very beginning. And I gave him a price for all that and stuff. He didn't want to pay for it at that time. But now looking at the truck, he really likes it, really loves it. It really looks good, and he just wants it to be complete and look better. So he's paying me again to do all this work or anything like that. Not cutting myself down at all. I think we do really, really good for what we had and all the materials and tools that we had, especially when we were in our 2-car garage. I'm only gonna get better having the workspace that I have now. So this is really cool to have this truck back. We're gonna get rid of the rails right here on the inside that they welded in for the tonneau cover. We're gonna get rid of those and just overall clean the truck up, make it just so much better in so many ways. So that's why this truck's been here. It's been in the background. We hadn't had a game plan completely for the truck yet, but now we do. Oh, another thing now that it's on my mind. So another thing real quick, now that it's on my mind and we're talking about this truck, is we're gonna go ahead and take the glass out this time. We're gonna go ahead and take this glass out. He wants new window sills and the chrome all brand new. So we're gonna take the front and back windows out. Side windows can stay. I believe they have the new felt and stuff and rubbers that go inside the doors. That'll be nice. Another thing that he really wants to do is when you open the hood, he wants to have it painted and new insulation put in. So I'm gonna flip the hood over, paint underneath the hood, just a nice satin black or a semi-gloss black, something like that, but probably a higher quality, nicer paint, automotive finish paint. Really make this thing pop and really look good. Like I said, the tailgate was damaged, but I already finished that, fixed it. It got damaged at another shop. So, yeah, now we're just gonna start taking everything off of it. I believe he's putting new chrome on this truck. So like drip rails, mirrors, grill, all that stuff he's putting brand new on this truck. He wants it to look the best that it absolutely can. And like I said, he loves the color. He loves the metal flake that I put in it. He just wants to bury the metal flake so he can cut and buff it, or have somebody cut and buff it at some point. It'll probably be my buddy Danny that you guys know from the Moab Car Show videos. That'll cut and buff it. Him and Brian, real good friends of mine and really good at what they do. They do a lot of housework, but they dabble with cars in their spare time, and Brian has a real nice shop with a paint booth and everything. So I think that's probably where this truck will ultimately end up to get finished out and cut and buffed, and then I will show you guys that when it's completely done. I'm excited. I've only had one car that I've, kind of cut and buffed, and it came out amazing. It makes a difference. Cut and buffing makes a difference. You'll always find, once you start sanding that clear down and getting it completely smooth and perfect, you will find little imperfections that you didn't even know, or little pieces of dust or particles that you didn't even know was there, and then you cut and buff over that, and it makes such a big difference cutting and buffing. Really cool. It's really nice to have the truck back. Now we have a game plan. We know what we're gonna go ahead and do. He doesn't want to go ahead and do any more body work to the truck if it doesn't really need it. It would have been better to do more body work to make it absolutely laser straight the first time. Now we're in a situation where we're kind of stuck with what we have. Now this truck is very straight. It's very straight, it's very clean. I already color sanded this, you can tell. So I color sanded this just to see what we had going on, and it is nice. The only drawback is I'm not gonna be able to do any more body work to it because we don't wanna get rid of what we already have. So you're kind of stuck, and I'm kind of pigeonholed into a situation where I really can't make it so much nicer body work wise, but hopefully once we get it all back together with all the new stuff on it and the new clear, and I'm gonna put quite a bit of new clear on here so they can cut and buff and make it even straighter while you're cutting and buffing. And I know that's gonna make this thing so much better. You're never gonna lose it in the parking lot with this color on it, I'll tell you that. The good thing about these GM beds, and a lot of people don't realize this, is they all completely bolt in, bolt out, take pieces off of them. You can unbolt every part of this bed. Just like that. Bolt, 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 all those bolts underneath to hold it all together. This is now, I had to loosen this to pry it apart, and it's just bolts up in here and right up in there. And that's all there is, and you can completely change this whole bedside out in a couple hours, honestly, probably an hour. You can take a the bedside off, slap another bed piece on there, and you're good to go. So anyways, that's basically what we're doing with this truck. Just wanted to give you the rundown of it, and why you see it in the background and why you haven't seen it in the background. It's because we didn't quite know the direction we were doing at first. Now we got it locked down. I think we know what we're doing. The owner's happy, I'm happy, everybody involved is happy. So let's get this truck knocked out. Let's make it look amazing. Check it out. I think we got this thing pretty much ready to go. Got Braden over there wiping it down. It's looking pretty good. I think we're gonna go ahead and clear coat. There you go, good job. got to get in all them crevices and stuff. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and clear coat this today. Should all be good. I'm not nervous at all. A little bit nervous. That's all right. What do you think? Am I nervous? Yeah? I always get nervous. Yes. Like I said, I was telling him earlier, I always get nervous right before we start, and I just want everything to go good. But once I start going and start laying the clear coat on and it's doing good, hopefully at that point I slow down, or at that point I calm down and just kind of get focused and get going. But everything's looking really, really sharp. This is went ahead and hit it with 600 wet. So this has been wet sanded with 600 grit. Went ahead and stuck the tailgate back on it. I was gonna do it separate, but I think might as well just do it all together, and then we masked off the inside, because I just went ahead and just hit the inside with some Rust-Oleum. I think eventually he's gonna have it rhino lined, but I just wanted to make sure it looked good. When he picked it up, everything was right, and I think it made it look a hell of a lot better. I went ahead and sprayed that front panel. Finally got the new front panel on this thing. Went ahead and sprayed it. Just a semi-gloss black like I do everything. Didn't want to use any more paint. I only have so much paint. I think I only have like a half a gallon, and I still need to do the interior of that truck. And I'm trying not to spend a bunch more money and make it more expensive kind of for no reason. I have a new paint gun that I'll show you guys. Really excited about using it. Not gonna clear coat this with the old Harbor Freight, although I think the Harbor Freight does great. I'm still gonna be using it, but I got me a clear coat gun just for jobs like this that we really want to try and do best we can. I don't know if it's gonna actually do better. We'll see. I read a lot of reviews on it. It's not like a big time name brand. It's the Porfus 717 or something like that. I'll show it to you guys, but it'll be cool. Paint gun. It's not super high dollar or anything like that, but I've read a lot about it, watched a lot of videos on it, and everybody says they love it, so I'm gonna give it a try. This is not sponsored at all, so if it doesn't work, I'm gonna tell you it doesn't work. This right here is the Porfus PRD 717, and I am excited. Look at that thing. Comes how you see it here, except for the regulator and the little blue water separator there. I added that, but came with the cup and everything right here. About $300 shipped to my door. I've seen a lot of good reviews on it. It's got it all clicks into place. It's pretty high quality from what I can feel. It feels really good and smooth, so hopefully we'll do good. I'm gonna wipe the bed down one more time and then tack rag it and blow it. And we'll get ready to clear coat this thing. I'm really excited about the new gun. We'll check it out. Hopefully all goes well. Two were a little light. I wasn't really sure about the new paint gun. So this will technically be my fourth coat on this thing. The first two were really light. I was just trying to figure it out. And I noticed as soon as I started putting it heavier and heavier, it started looking better and better, and it's looking good. So I got 2 light coats, 1 heavy coat. I'm gonna go ahead and put one more heavy coat, and then that's it. And that'll give them plenty to cut and buff when these guys wanna cut and buff this thing.